Hello, everybody, and welcome to your 2020 Love Interactive Tarot Forecast. Before you are 6 different oracle card images, and these images come from the Soul Oracle deck. And this particular oracle deck does not have a definition, a label, a title, a description, or a meaning attached to any of the cards. These cards are really about, channeling messages. So that's why I have them face over so that you can see each one of these cards. I just want you to look at the images and, which one is really pulling you in. Now, regardless of your romantic situation, I am going to do my best to bring forth messages for all types of scenarios through each card. So go ahead and look at the images and decide which one of them is speaking to you. We will do a channeled message with the card, and then I will pull other oracle and tarot cards to see what's going to unfold for you in 2020 in regards to love and romance. I will start with this first image. If you are being drawn into a different card, go ahead to the timestamp below for that image. Hello. First image, here it is up close, and this to me is very powerful messages coming through. This is a connection, and you could already be with this person, or this could be somebody new you're meeting. We're going to get more into that as we go through the reading. But what I see here is in this partnership that's unfolding for you, one person is incredibly protective, very pure of heart and soul, almost angelic at times. Doesn't mean they don't do things and make mistakes, but there's a very pure energy that, runs through them. They could also have a, spiritual gift, could just be very sensitive, empathic, super intuitive, things like that. But in this partnership for you guys, this is where one person is incredibly protective over the other, and the one that's being protected has been, through quite a bit on a long journey, and maybe even has been going through some dark night of the soul stuff, and they've walked through the purifying fires, and they're in a different vibration. And so this is a soulmate connection to me. Those of you that were attracted to this particular card, again, whether this person's already in your life or this is spirit talking about your next romance coming in, it's definitely that of soulmates. And it's almost as though one is helping bring back the other to life after a really long, hard battle, a lot of struggles, a lot of challenges, and is very protective of this person. So this is a loving partnership, very supportive, spiritually based for sure. All right, so that right there is the overall energy and vibration of your love that Spirit wants to talk to you about in 2020. Now, let's pull a card here. Well, we're going to pull 2 cards, one for your energy and one for the energy of your partner or, future partner. I am going to do feminine energy and masculine energy, and I don't mean to offend anybody. If it's 2 feminines in a connection or 2 masculines in a connection, or, if you identify as non-binary, all of that, I totally respect that. But for me, for the sake of my sanity doing the reading, to keep things straight, I will say divine feminine, divine masculine. And for you, if you're in a same-sex partnership, there's always somebody who is a bit more dominant, a stronger personality, and then more of, a sensitive personality. The divine feminine and masculine energies exist. And so, just decide which one you are based on that. So I will start with the divine feminine energy and the major arcana that is the representation of her. Okay, so we have the Moon card coming through. She is mysterious, she is deep, she is empathic, she could have spiritual gifts, she could be psychic, she could be a medium, she could have, dreams, receive messages from angels through her dreams. But this energy is a highly, highly sensitive person, and honestly, she could be either one of these depicted in this card here, because, this is a very strong, protective type of energy, and then, this energy energy is also that purified, sweeter, high vibrational energy. So she could be either one. We'll have to pull our next card. But also coming through as the moon, to me, that's, you know, a Cancer or a Pisces. The moon rules Cancer in the zodiac, but the moon card in the tarot is the representation of Piscean energy. So this feminine could be a Cancer or Pisces, or she just has that water energy trait about her where she's highly sensitive, highly intuitive, very nurturing, empathic, wise soul. So let's look at the masculine's energy and how he's presenting and coming through. Ooh, yeah, look at that. He's coming through as the High Priestess. This is definitely a soul-based relationship. It's where you guys are meeting in the soul space. This is more of evolved consciousnesses. And both of you, I feel, are spiritually gifted. And, you know, now that both of these are out, I feel this is like a very even match. It's not like one person is more spiritually evolved than the other, you know, trying to help activate and awaken. This is an equal partnership with the moon and the High Priestess coming through. Both of you being very sensitive, intuitive, empathic, compassionate, giving, very sensitive to like the people around you, energies around you in the environment. And, you know, the way that you have your spiritual gifts could play out a bit differently for each of you, but you both are spiritually gifted. And, you know, the High Priestess is Pisces energy to me as well. So there is a strong Cancer and Pisces attachment to this reading, or just those energies of that. And Cancer is 4th house, Pisces is 12th house. So this is your roots, this relationship, this connection. And again, we'll dig deeper to see if this is, you know, a new relationship or if this is an existing person in your life. Everybody is in a different situation. Let's pull some more cards and dig deeper about these energies here. Intimacy, discovering every part of each other, and that's coming out under the feminine's energy. And under the masculine, we have new emotion, falling in love. Wow, that's beautiful. I am going to say that this is a new romance for many of you. This doesn't look like, you know, a return. Now, if you're already in a committed partnership, you know, if you guys have really had a struggle throughout 2019, and it's like there's a spiritual awakening that's been going on within both of you, and it's like you're going to a whole different level within your relationship, within your experience with each other. Your partnership is changing. There's a new intimacy that's growing between you. There's a new emotion that's developing between the two of you, and it's because your consciousness is expanding and your vibration is like elevated. You are more spiritually based, and that doesn't mean like you walk around like a monk and all of those things. You're still very much human, but the way you perceive, the way that you react, you're coming more from your spirit rather than from your ego or from your mind, which most people come from mind or ego when they're reacting or being triggered within physical reality. It's just, you know, being human. But once you begin to spiritually awaken and start operating more from your spirit, you change how you react and respond to things that trigger you. And so if you're already in this partnership, it's like you both have spiritually awoken and you guys are going to the next level in your love, your romance, your connection. Is very beautiful. Now, singles, this here, you know, this is a new romance coming in, and I really feel this strongly for those of you that are like in your 30s. because this, I mean, you could be, you know, in your 20s and be very spiritually advanced and all of that. I'm not saying otherwise. I just feel a very mature energy around these two people where we're emotionally grown, we're respectful, we're honoring of each other. This is not BS gameplay, gaslighting, back and forth, confusion. I'm scared. It's not that at all. This is, I see you, I respect you, I honor you. And, you know, if there comes a point where we are no longer in alignment, this isn't like where things end really badly and you're attacking each other and hurting each other and there's games being played and there's dishonesty. It's not like that. It would be where you guys decide to go your own way and try to be as sensitive to each other as possible through the process. Like, this is such a loving, supportive, spiritually based relationship and connection that's coming through this first card. It's just beautiful. Like, that angelic energy that I picked up on is a very mature love, and you should feel quite happy and proud. So let's dig. You know, maybe you are reconnecting with somebody you've lost touch with from long ago. We'll keep pulling more cards, but this is definitely like a new love and in existing connections, a new way of loving and experiencing each other. Soulmate. That's so beautiful. That's the energy that exists between the two of you. And that's just, you know, spirit coming through to confirm everything we've already picked up. I mean, you got the moon and the high priestess there. That's soulmate energy all day. And just this, the way that you guys are flowing with each other and falling in love with each other and just feeling each other and experiencing each other. It's different. This is, you have never experienced this love before. Even if you are in this commitment already, I'm telling you, you guys are going to a different level of connection, of existence. You know, there's people that say, oh, it's so boring. How could you be with somebody, the same person for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? Well, it's because there's evolutions in love and relationship and partnership, right? And you guys that are in these committed relationships that are very honoring, you guys are going to the next level, absolutely, for sure. So let's pull some more cards. Crazy chemistry, taboo things, support and encouragement, revelations, and lessons learned. Yeah, see, it's a mature love and connection. So crazy chemistry and taboo things. That to me is not only is there's this beautiful spiritual energy flowing abundantly back and forth between the two of you, your physical connection is also off the charts good. Like, this is just a nice relationship. It feels mature and grown, and I see that there. Taboo things, this may be where, you know, through the intimacy, the physical intimacy, you are really going to open up and expand and explore things that you've never done in that, you know, area of your life. Or vice versa, you're really going to open this person up to a whole new world. Okay, so in the bedroom, my goodness, it looks good, you know, and that's important. That is important. Some people are like, that shouldn't matter. No, it matters, because that act, when you are in love with somebody and you are connecting, you know, heart, mind, body, and soul, that is special. That is special there, and you have to connect that way. I don't even know how to properly articulate this, but once you're feeling this, you will understand, and you will be like, there are no words needed, lady. I totally get it. I'm living it every day now. And this here, support and encouragement, goes back to that honor, that love, and that respect that I see transpiring between the two of you. And revelations, this is that awakening, that expanding of consciousness, okay? Especially for those of you in these existing connections, and you guys are growing beyond all the troubles and challenges that you went through in 2019, in 2018, you know, just depending on how long you've been together. Lessons have learned. You guys are mature. It's like 2020 is a year for you guys to fall in love again and enjoy being in a partnership, the celebration of your love and all the seasons and changes that it has gone through. And for the rest of you, this really looks like a brand new person coming in your world, you singles out there, and falling in love, and you both are very wise, grown, and mature. It's supportive, it's loving, it's what you want. Nothing's perfect, okay? I don't want to oversell it here. Nothing's perfect, but it's just, I don't think you've ever had a connection like this before, you know, what's coming in. So let's pull some tarot just to clarify. Make sure I'm not losing anything. Okay, so we have the Nine of Twin Flames. Those of you in these committed relationships, you guys have been very tested, but 2020, it's time to really come back together. Under taboo things, we have the Six of Heart energy. Okay, so singles, listen. What I feel now with this coming through, a new message has shown up. You are meeting somebody new. You are. But you may have an ex show back up, and this is like a temporary reconnection, and it's coming out under taboo things. Don't even second guess and that, you know, this new person isn't where you belong. Absolutely not. It is where you belong. This ex, or this didn't work out, or this game player, whatever this person is that shows back up, it's taboo. You don't want to go there. You don't want to even indulge it or entertain it. I promise you, this new love in your life, oh my God, it's what people dream about. And sometimes, you know, when we're really hung up on an ex or something that should have been, could have been, but didn't, we lose sight of what is before us and how precious it truly is. And so if that speaks to you and you meet this new person and it's amazing and you're really enjoying them and you're connecting to them, and somebody comes back up in your world, just close that door. Do not lose this opportunity. Oh my goodness. No. And those of you in committed situations, if there was any sort of cheating or third party, anything like that going on, you guys are definitely overcoming that and coming back stronger than ever before, okay? Because look at this. We have Karmic contract journey. We have Ace of Karmic energy. And lastly, we have soulmate journey. I love that. You got the soulmate coming through twice. So you and your person, definitely soulmates. Very important relationship for this life journey. Those of you singles where you're meeting this new person, you know, this karmic contract journey that I see, it could be where spirit is, you know, giving you the confirmation that these type of connections are over with. You've learned, you've grown, you evolved, and now it's time for a loving, supporting, real love, soulmate type of union for you. And those of you in committed relationships, the struggles you guys faced, whether, you know, they were just different challenges with money, disagreeing, liking each other, or even third-party cheating situations, like there's karmic energy attached to that, and it's now resolved. And that's why you guys are evolving. You've grown beyond it, and you're going into like this new level of being and experiencing with each other. And it's like all the people, all the distractions, all the challenges, it's no longer a big deal. What really matters is this love and this partnership. We have grown, we have learned, we are soulmates, and we are meant to be till the end of time. Like, that's just where you guys are at, those of you in committed relationships. And, you know, singles, this is a beautiful love of a lifetime that's coming in. And I do see some interference from like an ex, some sort of thing of your past, and don't even think twice, like, oh well, is this a sign? No, it's not. It's that person feels the disconnection of your energy because you're connecting to somebody new, and so they're sniffing back around to see what's going on, and it's not a conscious thing. Okay, it may be if you're giving all this attention and then boom, you're gone somewhere else, then that's obvious. But if you're not speaking, or you haven't spoken in a while, and all of a sudden you're falling in love, your energy shifts and they'll no longer feel you, and so they're going to be inclined to reach out to you. Don't be distracted by that. This new love and romance is so freaking beautiful. It's what everybody dreams of. Highly protected, and like I said, it's almost like this person is bringing this person back to life after a really hard, painful, long struggle and journey of dealing with karmic energy and karmic relationships. But that is now complete and resolved, and it's time for mature love. It's time for soulmate connection for those of you guys drawn into this first image. So those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care. Hello. All right, here is image number 2, just so you can see it a bit up close and personal. What I feel from this card is the love that is coming through in this reading is somebody that you have loved in a lifetime before. And this is a partnership that is tried and true, where you really have each other's back. It's like through thick and thin. So if you are already in a committed relationship, to me, this is, talking about the bond that exists between you. And no matter what happens or what you guys have been through, it's like you will always bounce back. You are meant to be together. There is no better partner for you, for them, despite your differences, despite the mistakes. It's just you guys are, at the end of the day, truly have each other's backs. Like, you could be in a horrible dispute, but if one of you is hurting or something is going wrong, the other one's gonna drop the anger and be right there to pick up the pieces, to have their partner's back, to defend, to protect. Also, those of you that are single, this here is Spirit talking about this beautiful soulmate, somebody you have known before, somebody you have loved in a lifetime before, and this is going to be a very strong partnership that's coming into your, life, into your reality. And, we're looking at 2020. So this, Spirit wants you to know, Spirit drew you into this card. There's this beautiful romance coming for you in 2020. So let's dig a bit deeper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card here for the divine feminine energy, and then a card for the divine masculine energy, just to get a feel of personality and all of that. And you could be either side, regardless of if you're male or female, okay, or even if it's like a same-sex partnership, it doesn't matter. You go with the side that you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely me, and then obviously the other side is talking about your partner or future partner that's coming in 2020. So let's start by pulling a major arcana card for the divine feminine energy in this partnership. We have Judgment coming through. So this is just a confirmation of what I've already picked up on about, the loving each other in a lifetime before, soulmates, really strong, incredible bond, one of the truest connections you will ever have, even if you eventually at some point in life just end up as friends. This is somebody very important, like a lifelong connection that may change and morph into, different shapes, or maybe the one you love for the rest of your days. It's just highly significant. You are still working on things that you guys were working on in past lifetime. Now, this coming through as the divine feminine energy, this is somebody who has over the course of 2018, 2019 really been resolving a lot of karma, whether they realize it or not. Like just a lot of struggle and challenge and setbacks this person has been going through. But it's not for punishment. It's just like this huge purge and resolution of karma, you know, which is in part helping this partnership come together, or this partnership become stronger if you're already in a relationship. But there's other things in this person's life that this is connected to. So this person has really been going through a lot, resolving a lot of karma, and through the process has become very wise, very mature, very stable. However, also being the Judgment card, this could be somebody who gets a little high and mighty sometimes, is a bit bossy, could be judgmental and very critical at times, and it's just because of how strong they are within themselves and how honest they are within themselves. And this is not somebody who, you know, takes the easy way around. They will intentionally take the hard way because they want to grow and expand and learn and explore. Like, they don't want things just handed to them. This is not somebody who is afraid to work and work hard and go after what they want. Also, they could be religious or more of like a spiritual, superstitious person who believes in like karma. You know, you do good and good comes to you, you do bad, bad comes to you. So the feminine energy looks very strong. Again, could be a little bit bossy, a little bit critical, judgmental, but it's somebody who has resolved a lot of karma in 2020, is in a very good place vibrationally, and the experiences that are lining up for that person also very nice. So let's pull a card for the Divine Masculine energy in this reading and see how that is presenting. Okay, so this person is coming through as the Moon. Now with this energy, this is somebody who is very sensitive, very empathic, could be super intuitive, could be spiritually gifted, like psychic, medium, sensitive to energy, reading auras, having dreams that come true, just coming through as the Moon. This is somebody who is very, very sensitive. Also, could be somebody who's a bit moody at times. You know, sometimes you might have to like walk on eggshells around their feelings if they've just been going through a lot, and you know, they could be easily triggered. But this is somebody who has a lot of depth to them, a lot of creativity, a lot of passion, loves very, very, very deep and hard. Could be quite mysterious and closed off at first, but over time it's like there's just an endless ocean to who and what they are, and they don't share that with a lot of people. Very private. Typically with the Moon, I pick up a Cancer or Pisces, since you know the Moon rules Cancer, and then in the tarot deck, the Moon card is actually the depiction of Pisces. So there is the Cancer Pisces energy, but also with this, I'm feeling Scorpio energy as well. So it's not limited to just those three signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could just be talking about the energy of those signs and the depth of this person. And, you know, this is somebody, I feel this is like the dreamer, the mystic, the creative, all of those things. And this is the practical person who, again, could be a little superstitious. What you put out is what you get back. But this person's much deeper, like sees, you know, meaning and so much more in just like the everyday type of stuff, all right? So this side could be like, man, you really need to get your head out of the clouds. And this side could be like, you know what, you need to just have a bit more faith. And, you know, over time, it's like just a beautiful balance of energies between the two of you, because when we really need to have faith and believe in the magic, this person holds the space for both. When we need to be much more practical and logical and think of the long term of anything, this person really holds it down and holds the space for both. So it's a beautiful like yin yang type of energy going on here between you and this person. And we'll pull more cards. But, you know, if you are in an existing connection, you'll know right away if that's talking about you and your current partner, or if this is talking about a new person coming into your world, all right? Even if you are in a current connection, you never know what could happen. But singles, this is beautiful. This person, you have loved each other in lifetime before. You're going to just flow very well with each other, even through your friction with each other, okay? So let's pull some more cards. We have true love, genuine connection. And we have next step, deeper level of commitment. Nice. So this true love is, you know, further clarifying the divine feminine. This here for her, this masculine is like the love of her life, like the only place I want to be, and ditto, because next step, it's like deeper level of commitment. Let's get married or let's move in together. I don't want to be with anybody else but you. So this is a very equal, mutual feeling of love and affection for each other, despite how different your personalities and your energies are from each other. So if you are in an existing commitment, this may be where you guys are going to decide in 2020 to get married. I mean, maybe you got together in 2018 and now in 2020 you guys are going to get engaged to get married. All right, just saying, because that's card 18 and then that's card 20. We're about to go into 2020. We have next step there. So existing connections, this is beautiful. Like you guys are just growing ever closer. Like you are meant to be, like you are soulmates. And singles, this is a beautiful love coming in. Spirit led you to this card for a reason. This is like your soulmate, your one, the love of your life. So let's pull another card. Okay, so we have some regret coming through. What this tells me is that those of you in commitments or kind of in these complicated situations, one or both of you maybe didn't have your crap together throughout 2018 or 2019, you know, in this partnership. And there's just a lot of things that happen. Like I said, we see somebody really resolving a lot of karma, and there's some regret that has taken place. Well, we're overcoming that, whatever that is. All right, we are overcoming that. Some of you singles out there, this may actually be a love that you've had previously, that you've experienced previously in this life journey, but things just didn't work out. Okay, and now, you know, whoever really screwed up has had time to think about things and experience a few crappy relationships with other incompatible people, and now has come to the conclusion that they know where they belong. And that could be you, or that could be somebody coming back to you. You know, this is a general reading, but some singles out there, this is definitely a reconciliation, and I really described the personalities well, so I hope that's enough to tell you who that person would be for you personally. Okay, but for others of you, this is obviously not somebody you've already loved in this life. This is a new love for you in this life. You've just loved them in a lifetime before. And with the regret coming out here, what I feel about that is the relationships, romantic relationships you both have been in prior to meeting is where you guys have made your biggest mistakes, and you've learned and grown a lot through your prior relationships, which ultimately shaped you for the union that you guys are going to share, so that you don't have those regrets, so that you don't make those same mistakes in this union, because this union is sacred, it's divine. You guys are soulmates. You have loved each other in a lifetime before, no question there. Let's pull some more cards. Shift perception, emotional baggage, our photos, or our photographs, I should say, heart consciousness, and lastly, revelations. Beautiful. Okay, you committed. I just want to get these more aligned. It drives me crazy when they're not. Okay. Committed out there. Yeah, see, look, here's the shifting in perception where you guys are, coming into different understandings for 2020 and going to the next step, taking things to the next level, really overcoming some heavy stuff. I mean, we have shift perception and emotional baggage, all right? Those of you where this is like a reconciliation with somebody really has learned a lot and grown a lot through the separation. The one who screwed up the most has grown. And it's like they can't forget you, or if that's you, if you're the one that dropped the ball, you can't forget this person. And you may look at their social media, they may look at your social media. There's a true heart connection here. It's true love, all right? Genuine connection and heart consciousness just coming through where you guys are connected at the heart chakra. Somebody really waking up and having regret for choices made in the past and wanting to come back, wanting to do it right the second time around, and having the mental and emotional maturity and to be able to do so. Okay, those of you who this is somebody you are meeting brand new in 2020, again, you both have been through quite a bit in your relationships prior to this particular relationship. And with our photographs, you guys may actually meet through a mutual friend, like see each other leaving comments or something through a mutual friend's social media, maybe going to like a wedding, all right? Because I see the wedding here, and then this is wedding. I'm feeling wedding energy from this along with the roses. So if you are like involved in a wedding or you are invited to attend a wedding in 2020, there's a really high chance that that's how you're going to meet this person. Or if like somebody in your family is marrying, you might meet like one of their mutual friends or extended family members and like have a love connection. All right. So for those of you where this is a brand new person, it feels really strong like you are meeting them around a wedding for sure. Like number one, something to do with the wedding. Secondly, it could just be like a celebration of like an anniversary, like a big family reunion where family members are just bringing some of their friends along and you meet one of their friends. It's like around friends, family, some sort of celebration, how many of you are going to meet this person in this lifetime. For those of you where this is new, those of you where this is a reconnection taking place, this is like coming back together for good, where both of you are on the same page and you are going to have a mature relationship where we're committed, we're rooted, we're grounded, we have each other's back. It's like thick and thin, true blue love. And those of you in commitments, the past is the past. You guys are going to the next level in 2020 and you are meant to be together, and whatever happens, you are definitely overcoming it. All right, let's pull some more clarifiers. So 10 of karmic energy, and we have, look at that, the spiritually gifted masculine, and that's where the moon showed up, is that spiritual intuitive energy. And now we have it coming through with the spiritually gifted masculine. Next we have a message of ego energy. Next is the 6 of heart energy. And last is atonement. And that comes out under revelations. Okay, the masculine energy, whoever that represents in this partnership is very highly spiritually gifted or super intuitive, sensitive, which again, can make them feel a bit moody at times or be mysterious or withdrawn. It's just because they're very in tune with the vibes all around them, and that's heavy to deal with every single day, and so sometimes it could really wear this person down. So just another confirmation from spirit of the sensitivity that exists in one person in this relationship. Now those of you in commitments, current commitments, or those of you where this is a relationship that broke up and now this person is coming back, you guys, what you were going through before was not this energy, this true blue, I've got your back. Like what you guys shared in 2018, 2019, it's not to say there wasn't love there, but it was more superficial, all right? And now, just because of circumstances and the way everything is played out, there's been a lot of consciousness expansion. There's been a lot of emotional maturing and evolving and emotional baggage that's been healed within one or both of you. And so now somebody is really thinking about who and what they are and what they've done and where they're going and feeling a lot of regret and remorse for bad choices that they've made. And so in current commitments, it's like, let me make up for that. I love you. You are all I want. And you know, for some of you, it could be like, even though you're together, one person wasn't fully invested in the relationship, and now it's like, I'm 100% in till the end of time, no matter what. Like, I'm mating for life with you. Those of you where this is like somebody returning to you, they've really thought about things. They know they screwed up bad, big time bad, and they want to make it right. They don't want it to just be a temporary, like, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. Like, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. And, you know, here we have atonement with revelations. Huge wake-up call for this person. And they have changed. They have grown. They have evolved. And they're ready to step up and be what they were unable to be in the past. And those of you where this is a brand new person coming in, I think you guys are gonna, like, your relationship is gonna move very quickly. You guys, it's like you've loved each other in lifetime before, so you just naturally feel comfortable. You feel like you fit together like a glove. Despite a bit of differences in the energies in which you both are, you just fit together, and you both have been through a lot of crap in previous relationships, and it's grown you and it's matured you for this union that's now taking place in your life, because it's supportive, it's loving, it's honoring. It's like, I have your back for life. I will never betray you. I'll never screw you over. Doesn't mean that there won't be fights and that, you know, people won't get their feelings hurt from time to time. Nothing's perfect, but this is a partnership where you both really have each other's back and you can trust each other. And this relationship is going to be built on honesty. The foundation is honesty, purity, and truth, no matter what needs to be said. And it's just beautiful. All right. So those are the messages for that second image. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hello. All right, here is the third image up close, so you can just look at that a little more closely. What I feel from this is several different things. This, for many of you, because I will discuss for those of you who are single with new romance coming in, and then those of you that are in committed relationships. Many of you who are single, I feel 2020 is going to be more focused on somebody you've already had a partnership with, or maybe you've been having some back and forth with in 2019. Just because this is like we're distant from each other, but we're dreaming of each other. We're still very connected, even though there's some physical distance between us. All right. So many of you, there's going to be a change in romance that you've already experienced. Now, some of you, this distance could indicate that this romance is somebody who lives in a different state or different country than you. And that could also spill over to those of you who are already in committed relationships, because I just feel a sense of like longing for each other, dreaming about each other, but not seeing each other in the physical as often as like a normal couple would. Okay, so we will pull more cards, obviously, but this one feels more of an existing energy and an expansion to that energy. Also, with this one, I'm feeling like interracial relationships where you guys come from, like different heritage, different backgrounds, different cultures, things along those lines. All right. So let's pull some more cards. And what I'm going to do is pull a card for the divine feminine energy and then the divine masculine energy, whether you are male or female or in a same sex relationship. This is just for me to easily do the reading. You decide which one of these represents your personality, and then obviously the other side would represent your existing partnership or the partnership that's returning to you. All right, so we're going to start with the divine feminine and see how that energy is presenting. We have the World. So here is a confirmation of distance, where you guys live in like different locations. Okay, that's coming through really strongly, and Spirit's probably going to go much deeper into that and how that's going to change throughout 2020 for you guys. But the divine feminine is coming through as the World card, and this is somebody who is incredibly ambitious, somebody who has a lot of responsibilities, but they hold it together very well. They're worldly, they're traveled, they're educated, they're intelligent, they're wise, okay? This is not somebody who doesn't know themselves. Is it, like, I just feel a lot of energy from this person, super ambitious, like they have dreams and goals, and it's highly important for them to achieve those in this lifetime. And it's not about ego. They just view life in such a different way. Like, it's a gift. It's, you know, take it for all it's worth. I want to experience everything. I don't want one moment of my life to go to waste. That's the energy of this person. And then also with the World, it's talking about that distance, either where you guys are living in separate locations, or you know, it's a relationship that has already run its course, but now there's like a 2.0 to it. All right, so let's pull a card for the divine masculine energy. And we have the Star. Oh, that is a lovely, lovely energy. The Star is also a representation of Aquarius. So this is somebody who is very social. It doesn't necessarily mean like they love being around people, but this is just somebody who can make friends with anybody, could have small talk with anybody. People tend to flock to this person. This could be somebody who is incredibly just like popular, known by a lot of people, popular on social media, things like that. This just, everybody knows this person, okay? Or this person has a lot of friends, connection, or like a really large family unit that they are very much involved in. Also, this is somebody who has a lot of dreams and goals and aspirations, but their view of life and the world and the way that works is a bit different than this person. This energy is somebody who believes more like in fate and destiny, and like some things are just meant to be, where this person is more inclined to be like, no, you make things happen for yourself. It doesn't mean they're not spiritual or religious, but this is somebody who's more tangible, more physical. They're very worldly. They're of this world. And again, it's not to say they're disconnected from their spirituality, but they're just much more practical and logical. And this person, you know, they are as well, but they believe more in like fate and destiny. And, you know, there is magic and miracles, and sometimes things just happen. So also strong energy of Aquarius. Or this person is just highly analytical, very mental energy. That's where they operate from predominantly, if you know, if this is not an Aquarius. So let's pull some more cards. Nice match though. Those two major arcanas pairing up. That's a nice match. Very strong personalities, both of you. Right, under this divine feminine, we have the divine feminine, strong, focused, and independent. And that's pretty much just a confirmation of what I was already picking up on from this person's energy right there. I mean, they're just very ambitious, very focused, very goal-orientated, very disciplined in self, independent, strong. You know, they don't need anybody to handle their business for them. In fact, they can like own a business, be self-employed, or higher up in a company like management. This is a very powerful, strong person. Next, we have Sweethearts, the honeymoon phase, coming out under the star. This person is also romantic and sweet. Okay, this divine masculine, somebody who is like bringing flowers or like a small like romantic gesture here and there that has a lot of sentimental meaning and value to it. You know, it's interesting. The divine masculine, it seems to be the more like romantic, dreamy type of personality and energy, and the feminine is very masculine in herself, strong solar plexus energy, where she is a provider, she is a protector, she handles her business, like she holds it down. And it's not to say she's not romantic, but this right here, the masculine is the like hopeless romantic. Let me write you poetry. Let me tell you how much I love you. Let me surprise you. Just it's such a sweet, fun energy. Very outgoing personality as well. So let's pull another card. All right. Courtship. Look at that. That is so perfect with the cards that have come out. Okay, so singles, you are dating. I really feel that this is somebody that you already know, you've already had a romance with, or like a long-term friend, okay? And this is general, so it could be new, but for you guys, this third reading, I really feel like this is just an already existing connection in your life somehow, some way, and you're dating, you are being swept off your feet, or you're the one sweeping your sweetheart off their feet, okay? So singles, there's some sort of reconnection, reunion here, and you guys never like forgot about each other, always think about each other, and it's like spirit pulls you back together, all right? And part of this might be because you guys do live in different locations, and that does make it difficult to date, but you're falling in love. There's just no way around it. You're really both deciding to give this relationship a real chance, okay? And it's romantic. It's the honeymoon phase in 2020 for those of you, you know, single and getting into a relationship. Now, those of you who are already committed, this does not feel like a super seasoned relationship to me. You guys, the honeymoon phase, we're dating, we're going out, we're writing each other, you know, sweet little messages, we're sending each other pictures. This just feels like that part of love that's brand new, the butterflies, the excitement. But again, I feel like there's that already existing connection between the two of you. You know, so if you've been in a commitment and you guys live in separate locations, that could explain this. It's like you're moving closer together, or there's this big shift and change for one of you in your lives where you no longer have to be apart. And that's why we're in this honeymoon phase where we're like doting on each other, falling in love, like totally falling in love, this third reading. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Spiritually gifted. And that goes, it could go both ways, but this feels super attached to that divine masculine. Our memories, yep, there we go. And look, oh my goodness, look, what a freaking confirmation. It's very similar image. Look at that. Yep, see, I knew it. This is a existing connection somehow, some way, whether we were not committed or we were committed, you know, but look at this, our memories. Cannot forget each other, always been on each other's minds. Ego consciousness, somebody wasn't ready to really commit in the past. Building dreams together, yes. And see, there's Paris. So those of you in separate locations, I really feel that You know, things are happening as such that you guys are going to be able to live in like the same city, the same state, same country, maybe even all the way moving in with each other. But we are building our dreams together in 2020. And now, lastly, we have disillusionment. So, all of this coming out, again, the connection feels like it's already existing, whether you were committed or this is just like a relationship that didn't work out the first time around, or you guys were just friends. All right, it's the connection was already there, and now in 2020 it's either reigniting or you guys are finally getting very serious, and just the energy shifting around a commitment where we're building dreams together now. We're like truly falling in love. We're connected spiritually at the soul. You know, the ego consciousness, whatever was like interfering in the commitment, it's like that's no longer an issue. Whatever prevented you guys from having a full-blown long-term relationship before, for those of you who are reconnecting, it's like somebody wasn't ready. They had to awaken to their spirituality, to their soul self a bit, and now they're ready. They've been disillusioned and they know what they want out of life, and they know who they want to share it with. And honestly, you guys look like a power couple to me, and I do see like this relocation. And some of you, where this isn't about like living in, you know, separate places, you guys could be going on some beautiful dream trip. I mean, we've got the world, and then we've got building dreams together, and then got the Eiffel Tower there. So Paris could be significant, traveling to Europe, traveling to some romantic destination, dream trip that is definitely on the horizon for you guys, because the star there, that's hopes, dreams, and wishes. All right. Ooh, okay. So the masculine of ego energy jumped out. That goes under that ego consciousness. So to me, the masculine energy is the one that's having a huge shift in self, in this connection, and it's like finally ready to commit. Like nothing compares to what we have, or nothing compares to what we did have with each other. We have the 7 of heart energy. This goes right here. This message is legit dreaming about each other. That came through, and you know, just the soul card. So there you go. Very similar image. You guys are that coming out under spiritually gifted. You guys are empathically connected, no question. Under our memories, we have the 10 of ego energy. It's like it's time to leave the past behind and step into who you both are now today, because there's no like comparing. Like somebody really cannot get over you, or you just can't get over them. Like you can't forget them, and it's just like your heart leads you guys back together. This does not feel like a brand new person coming into your world. I'm sorry for number 3. I don't see new energy at all. It's some connection that was already established or in existence prior to 2020, and it's like in 2020 finally, you know, who wasn't totally ready is now ready, and makes the choice all the way down in their soul to be in this connection, or to uproot their life and really change things to move closer, you know, to the person that they love. Yes, yes. Look at that 10 of heart energy coming out under building dreams together. This is true love. This is happiness for you guys. And lastly, we have the 9 of heart energy, message in a bottle coming through, which this is the reconnection, the confirmation of that. So those of you attracted to this third card, truly, it's about a relationship that has distance in it for whatever purpose, and now there's this awakening taking place, and spirit's bringing you guys back together, or making you closer than ever before. And 2020 is like all about falling in love, the honeymoon phase, building your dreams together, very soul based connection. And it's like dating and companionship. It's fun, it's flirty, it's hot, it's sexy, it's just wonderful energy for you guys. So those are your messages. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hello. All right, so here is the 4th card up close, so you can see that for yourself, and just, you know, whatever you are feeling about the image. With this one, I'm actually picking up a lot of different things for this guy. those of you that have been single for a very long time, I feel are attracted to this fourth image. Those of you who have been in a very like long-term struggling relationship, I feel are attracted to this image because it's like there's this awakening, this healing that's taking place, like an angel coming in and really helping you out. I'm not picking up on like new love energies or what's going on with that. That will come more in the like deeper into the reading. But it's like Spirit's letting you know that reprieve is coming, like happiness is coming for you. Just this huge release. I feel such a burden on your heart, so much loneliness, sadness. And many of you, I feel, are in relationships that you don't want to be in. Like it's out of like a need or obligation, or this is just how it's been forever. I can't imagine it any different. Like so much sadness and heaviness feels attached to this card, this energy. But there's like this beautiful like healing, this huge expansion, deep understanding, shift in perception, phoenix rising from the ashes energy inside of you, where it's like you are going to make your comeback. And if you are involved in any sort of relationship that is dishonoring or not true to who and what you are, you're just gonna like explode out of it. I just see you feeling so shackled down in a connection, or so shackled down like in your loneliness, and then you're just like rising up out of that, like your comeback. And in that space, I don't know that you are so interested in getting like into a love romance where it's just like all serious, hot and heavy. What I feel with this is you guys are going to have multiple relationships that take place throughout 2020. And you're the fourth reading. You're the only one that I've picked up this energy for. So I feel there's going to be multiple romances for you. And this isn't so much about you're going to go through like bad relationships. This is really like getting you back in the game, like Spirit healing you and growing you and reminding you of who and what you are and your self-worth, and that you matter, and you finally having fun and laughing again. Okay, so for you guys, I feel there's a few different romances that you're going to entertain throughout 2020 that are significant to you, your healing process, and your growth. There may be one significant one more towards the end of the year. All right, so let's pull some cards. I'm going to pull a card, a major arcana that depicts the divine feminine energy, and then a major arcana that depicts the divine masculine energy. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, you go with the side that is clearly speaking of your personality and energy, and then obviously the other side is the other person involved. So for divine feminine, we have the high priestess coming through. Yes, there you are. That's that comeback. This energy is somebody who is highly sensitive, very empathic, because of the nature of the emotion and the personality of this person. They could be inclined to get into relationships with narcissists or very selfish people, because this person feels everything, feels the emotions of others. And so in that space, even when somebody's being very mean and hurtful and harmful to them, they see like beyond that shadow, they see beyond that behavior, and they understand, they see the wound, the reason, the why that behavior happens. So within them, they make a justification and an excuse for those behaviors because they can understand why it's happening, which ultimately isn't fair to them, but they're so empathic, so caring, that that's just how they operate, that's just how they work. And now I feel they're shifting in 2020. They're still going to feel those energies, but there's a emotional strength, a spiritual strength that is returning to this person. If this is you, pay attention to your intuition, because it is not wrong. This is a very wise soul, very pure soul as well. Okay, let's pull a card for the divine masculine. And like I said, I feel like there's multiple connections coming through. So this right here will be the most significant, either the most significant connection or the connection that you're finally getting over and moving beyond. Because like I said, there's heaviness in your heart, and it's either because you're stuck in a relationship that it's just not good for you, or you've really struggled letting somebody go. Okay, so this divine masculine is coming through as judgment. This is somebody who is very strong personality. Also, this divine masculine energy, because judgment, like, they've been working on clearing karma, balancing karma. So a lot of like the experiences and situations they were going through in 2018, 2019 had a lot to do with balancing their karma, which ultimately allows them to evolve in their consciousness, to expand. Okay, so this energy to me feels more about a significant relationship that's coming into your life in 2020 that's really going to help you see things from a different perspective about your journey, your life path, the different relationships that you've been through. This person's going to be very healing energy to this high priestess. Okay, also this is a very nice match, nicely aligned energies, very honest at the core, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, very honest energies. And you know, the masculine's been working on balancing karma. The feminine, I feel, has been, it's like I see like coal being, you know, pressurized down into the diamond, realizing self-worth and value, and then just having this beautiful major comeback in 2020. All right, let's pull some more cards. All right. So look at this. We have thoughtful, the tender, gentle soul. That's coming out under the divine feminine energy, which is just a confirmation of all I've already said. And look at that bottom. There's the diamond, genuine gem, a rare find. Yes, that's what this divine feminine has been going through, is like she's been being refined, because she is going to shine in 2020. Nothing is going to hold her back. And look at this. We have tears. It hurts under this divine masculine. He's been going through it. He's been balancing karma, which, you know, brings about a lot of painful, heavy experiences. But in 2020, life is going to be a lot different for him, because he's done it. He's balanced it, and he is so wise and grown from it, for it. Okay, so look at that. Very healing energy for each other. This masculine needs the love and empathy and sensitivity of this feminine, and this feminine needs the wisdom and higher perspective of this masculine. That's why Spirit is aligning the two of you. And again, I feel there's going to be multiple relationships you experience, and I don't feel Spirit's going to delve too much on whether this one is like the long lasting one, but this one is really going to heal you and change you and help you with this process that you're going through in 2020 of like rising, you know, coming back into the light. Okay, so missing you. You know what? That right there, both of you, this relationship, because this is how you guys meet. So this is not about, you know, somebody that you're missing. You both have gone through a very similar type of experience in a relationship, like where somebody you guys both really loved and trusted just burned you, broke you, destroyed you. You both have really suffered that. Okay, also that missing you is talking about just that heaviness for some of you who have really struggled to get over somebody, and those singles out there where it's like, gosh, am I going to be single for the rest of my days? So Spirit's like bringing that up, and the main connection that's coming through in 2020 romantically, you guys have a very similar life path. You guys have been through a lot of the same things in your romantic relationships, and your union at this time in 2020 feels more about healing more than anything else for both of you. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we need to draw one more. Okay. So we have sexual attachment, self-healing journey, mutual spiritual awakening, loyalty, and distance and disconnection. Okay, so this main relationship that's coming through for you guys in 2020, I'm telling you, is to heal you. I don't feel like this is your one, because we have distance and disconnection there at the end, you know, and everybody's like, oh, I want my one, but you know, I would not be genuine and authentic with you if I was like, oh yeah, because I don't see it in this. Like, that's not your life path in 2020. It's like, it's time for you to get back into the game of love, of romance. And I feel there's going to be like several people that you meet, that you date, and there's one significant one that's going to be very healing. And with sexual attachment, it's like there's an agreement on both sides that you guys are just friends, you guys hook up, but you both recognize that you're healing, that you're, and this relationship is very healing for both of you. It awakens you, it activates you, it helps you both rise up from everything that you have been through. You're very loyal to each other though, but more about the friendship, the connection, because here it's like this mutual agreement that we're not going to get into serious, because this is such a real, raw, genuine connection that you know their story, they know your story, and you realize that you're together to heal, and you awaken, and there's a very nice bond. But I feel you go your separate ways by the end of the year, okay? And that could be because you are finally, you know, you just want to be single, you don't want to deal with this anymore, or you may very well meet your next true serious relationship, and that's why this relationship disconnects. But Spirit mostly wants to talk about this person and let you know that this is for you both to heal. And you both have been through so much, and there's some activation and elevation that happens through this connection. And I really feel that you guys remain friends and help each other get over the one who hurt you both the most. Soulmate journey. Yep. See, soulmate in this particular deck, this is a connection that's meant to be with you all your life. Doesn't mean that it has to be romantic though. And I feel Spirit's, you know, confirming that you guys are very comfortable with each other. There's love, there's affection there, but neither one of you see the other as like my long term. You recognize it for what it is, and it's a very spiritual based relationship. You guys are soulmates, and you come into each other's life in 2020 to help each other along for that, you know, permanent relationship that you both so seek. And now look at this, we have the message of twin flames, and that's under self-healing journey. So to me, this relationship is truly the final step for you both in connecting you to the one that you belong with, okay? The one that will only have eyes for you, will only have love for you, under mutual look at this, unawakened twin. This is under mutual spiritual awakening. You guys are being shaped and prepared for your true loves, your soulmates, your twin flame, however you want to look at it. That's what this connection is about. And it's not filled with pain and treachery and sadness. Like, I do feel like you will, you know, miss each other when you go your separate ways. But this relationship is really like what gets you to where you belong, and you need this experience in this relationship. You guys are going to be so healing to each other, because yeah, look at this is the 5 of heart energy coming out under loyalty. You guys are going to help each other restore faith, you know, in love, in romance, but also through your connection and the realness between you. It allows you to come into a place of trust so that you can trust future partners, okay? You both have been really burned. And now we have the Ace of Twin Flames. You guys are going to have some really hot, passionate sex. I'm just going to put that out there. And so your connection is great in that area of your life. But really, like, Spirit is talking about this healing soulmate that you're going to share some time with in 2020. And again, I feel like there's other relationships that you entertain. This is just the most significant one, and this one's taking place because Spirit is shaping you both to align you to, you know, your true loves where you really belong. All right. So I hope that message doesn't disappoint you. That's honestly, you know, what came through. Really good sexual time with this person, but also you guys are authentic with each other. It's just, you know, you're not meant to be ever after. You're going to know it. It's to get you to that next step on your journey. And, you know, you need the companionship, you need the love, you need the healing. If anything, this is such a beautiful healing soulmate connection. And you aren't hurt by it. You're better off for this connection. All right. So those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care. Hello. All right. Here is the 5th card up close so you can take a look with your own eyes. This card, I am getting so many messages from this, and I'll touch on, you know, if you're single, if you're committed, etc. So this right here is talking about a relationship that has many cycles to it, where you guys kind of meet in an unevolved state, or where you both are kind of in a rough place in life, a bit of darkness, and through the connection, it's like you guys evolve and expand into different people. And even though you may experience like a bit of shadow energy initially in this relationship, through that process, it's like you guys grow and expand, and your heart chakra really opens, and your sacral chakra opens, and your solar plexus. So it's like a relationship that starts on very unsteady, unstable ground, but you both like grow together, you mature together, and you come into this beautifully aligned connection and relationship. All right. So, if you are in a committed relationship and that's speaking to you, you're like, oh yeah, we've been through it there and back like 5 times. The karmic contract or the soul contract, however you want to look at it, you guys signed up for this. Like this connection that's coming through, you guys are meant to go through many cycles, many seasons, many phases. You're going to have so much like evolution within this one connection. It's like the most important relationship romantically, and that's not to say this is like twin flame or soulmate, but this is where you grow the most. You gain so much wisdom, so much understanding, patience, like you name it. This relationship teaches you, and you teach the person that's sharing it with you. And this could be where you are with this person for like all of your days. This does feel very long term. So if you're already committed, you know, this has been going, or this is spirit letting you know this is a relationship that's going to be with you a long time, at least 10 years. If you're single, you know, this could be a new person coming in. You guys definitely have had relationship in past life, and part of your like soul evolution has a lot to do with each other this lifetime. Or this is somebody you've already had go rounds with, okay? This is an established energy. Again, it starts more in the shadow, more in the darkness, on unsteady ground, and through time, it evolves into something so beautiful. Like, I'm just like, wow. Because anybody looking on initially would be like, they are doomed. There's no way. But you guys make your way. You make it happen. It's beautiful, actually. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card for the divine feminine energy in this reading, and a card for the divine masculine, a major arcana. Now, it doesn't matter if you're male or female or in a same-sex partnership. You decide which personality I'm describing fits you, and then obviously the other personality is the other person involved in this reading. So we will start with divine feminine. And she is coming through as the Wheel of Fortune. So 2020 is a very lucky year for her. But also, you see the Ferris wheel up there? That's just a confirmation of the cycles, how this relationship will go through many cycles, many phases, many seasons. And sometimes you guys feel on top of the Ferris wheel, and other times you feel at the bottom, okay? And so Spirit wants you to know, and look at 10, I said 10 years or longer, and the Wheel of Fortune as card number 10. There you go. Anyways, as far as like a personality for this person, this divine feminine is somebody who tends to be lucky in general. Like things work out for her more than they don't work out for her. And she would be somebody who is kind of a bit superstitious, like, you know, has little rituals or really believes in her faith. Quite strict to that, believes in a higher power, believes in miracles, believes in magic, and believes in destiny. 100%. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune doesn't depict any specific zodiac sign, but through this Wheel of Fortune, I don't know, I'm feeling like a strong Virgo, a strong Libra, and a strong Taurus. Okay, so if that means something to you, there you go. Virgo, Taurus, Libra, that's earth and air energy. This is somebody who is responsible, but again, there's just like this part to this person where they do leave things up to fate. They do leave things up to like the magic of the universe, and things just tend to work out for this person. Okay, so let's pull a major arcana, okay, for the divine masculine. And boy, he's coming in strong as the Emperor energy. This could also depict an Aries, as that's how Aries is represented in the tarot. So the divine masculine coming through as the Emperor. This is somebody who has very strong personality, kind of controlling, a bit dominating, likes to get their way, could be like a manager, a business owner, may already have some kids. This is somebody who does have a bit of responsibility and obligation that they have to tend to every day, but they are able and they are capable. They could be very established and solid in their career, but that doesn't mean like the rest of their life isn't kind of a mess, because again, like I said, this relationship is going to go through a lot of cycles, and you guys initially come together through a bit more of a shadow energy, okay? But this is somebody who is typically very responsible, could have a temper. When they get mad, they can explode and go off and need some space for a couple of days, and that could be part of like the cycle and the growth that you guys go through, okay? If this is like super abusive energy, I'm not picking up on that. That's not what's coming through. This is just somebody who could have a temper and maybe say some things when they're really angry, or like punch a wall, and you know, that's not appropriate behavior, but you know, that's what I'm feeling from them, and that's part of like what you guys grow through and evolve through, all right? But this person is like the king of their castle, and they like to know what's going on, and they're very in control of things, very strong masculine energy. All right, let's pull some more cards. Under this divine feminine, we have intimacy, discovering every part of each other. So this person is somebody who is very sensitive, very sensual, probably romantic as well, very catering to the needs of this Emperor, but happily doing it. Like, this is a very good fit with each other. I do have to say that. Over here, look at what's coming through under this Emperor. We have the drama queen, oversensitive and dramatic. Yes, I would agree with that based on what I'm picking up with this card. Doesn't mean this person is a bad person, all right? It's just like their energy is a bit more volatile. They're, you know, more sensitive. They got a lot of responsibilities. There's a bit of a temper, a bit of controlling, a bit of domineering, but they are well intended. Over here, this is just like that very light, spunky, loving, sensitive, soft, sensual energy. So they really do balance each other out, all right? Despite how vastly different the personalities are. Okay, let's pull another card. Flirting. Oh, very fun. This relationship is fun. It goes through its challenges though, okay? And hold on, I'm just sitting here with it. Yeah, it's like if we break up, we always come back together. And so, you know, this energy to me is somebody that you already have a relationship with, a connection established somehow, some way. And if you don't, if this is brand new, I'm telling you, you guys have had past life together, and when you meet, it's like just an instant familiarity with each other, instant comfort, instant connection. That's how you will know this person, because you know this is the card I indicate to be how you meet them. And I'm just really like, you already know this person, and if you have not already had a relationship at least one time in this life, you guys have shared past life, and you're just gonna have this instantaneous connection. There will be no denying it. You will know who they are, and it's flirty and it's fun. Okay, let's pull some more cards. Acceptance, dishonesty and mixed signals, lasting reconnection, disillusionment, and reaching out. Yeah, see? No, I only have one more reading after you, and I promise you no other reading had this message, like, you know, past love. Somebody, like, there was one about an established connection, but it was nothing like this. And so here it is, like those cycles, that back and forth, and just everything you guys go through with each other is because you're growing and you're learning. And, you know, some of us go through several different serious relationships, and that's where we make our mistakes, and we grow and we evolve and we mature, and we get to a place where we align with our soulmate, our twin flame, however you want to look at it, and we're, you know, emotionally and mentally mature and able and capable of having a healthy relationship. Others, like you guys, it's like you have chosen to make all of those mistakes with each other, and that relationship to remain and last and grow through time and go through all of these cycles and changes and transitions. And so this connection, like, you guys are going to go through a lot, but the love is fire, and it's passion, and it's intense, and you will always come back together. And there does come a point, like the disillusionment, where you guys evolve out of these cycles, and now you come into a place of, you know, the solar and sacral chakra, that's the divine feminine and masculine, where it's very nicely balanced and you're connected at the heart space. And so there's more love and honor and respect for each other, as well as the connection itself. Okay, so even if this is somebody that's new to you in this lifetime, and you have that instantaneous connection, you guys are going to have this back and forth. You just are. But you will eventually get it right. Just know that. You guys will eventually get it right. Acceptance. We have this Two of Ego energy. This is all about playing games and playing with somebody's heart. Next is the Six of Twin Flames. And so this is that recognition of, you are my one, you are where I belong. So there's that back and forth. Under lasting reconnection, look at this. We have the Ten of Twin Flames. This is that confirmation that you guys signed up for all of these lessons to experience with each other. This is definitely the person you belong with, even if you guys have been through some crazy shit, okay? Like, you planned it, you set it up that way. Your love is beautiful. It truly is. And it's going to evolve and change and shape and morph into so many different things throughout your journey together this lifetime. Oh my gosh. And look at this, action of twin flames under disillusionment. And this is where we wake up and we evolve into that higher version of ourselves. This is somebody who is working on themselves, trying to be the best person they can be to the one they love, you know, cleaning up their act. And lastly, we have the Ace of Karmic energy. And this is the emission of, you know, the grass is not greener outside of you, outside of this connection. Like, you both come to that conclusion. No matter what you've been through, no matter how hard it is sometimes, you guys are truly meant to be together, okay? And again, if this is a brand new person coming into your reality in 2020, you're just going to have this instantaneous connection. Like, you've known each other all your lives. You are going to probably come into, like, fighting much quicker than you would with somebody brand new. And there is like this back and forth that plays out between the two of you, but you know, you eventually get it right. So if this is new connection coming in 2020, I feel this reading is talking more about like the entirety, like 10 years of the course of your relationship, and know like this is your one, and you're gonna have a lot of good times and there's gonna be some hard times, but you guys are gonna get it right and be so strong. Okay, those of you who already know this person and have been dating or committed, and you've had all this back and forth, I feel 2020 is the year where you guys are finally, like, it's finally, everything is smoothing out. And we talked about the 10 years, and we have the 10 of twin flames right here under lasting reconnection. So 2020 is the year for this love, for those of you who have been in the cycle for a while. All right, so those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care. Hello there. Here is the image up close for card number 6. And this one is so spiritual to me. The messages that I'm feeling from this card. Oh my goodness. Okay. So those of you that were really drawn to this image, I feel that 2020 is all about aligning to your twin flame, your soulmate, the one that you were supposed to be with. So if you're, you know, you can't put an age limit on anything, right? Like, people meet the love of their life when they're 15, and sometimes they separate and come back together. What I feel with this is two people who have decided, like, you are the one I belong with. And this can be an existing connection where you're already committed and you guys have been in the struggle, and 2020 you're just coming into the like deep understanding that no matter what, you and me, it's you and me till the end. Others of you, this could absolutely be a reconciliation, but this is not a relationship of somebody who played games and ghosted and in and out and all of that. This is significant. There is a deep spiritual connection and attachment between you and this person. You are empathically connected. No matter if you are near or far, you feel each other, okay? You feel each other's thoughts. You feel each other's emotions. If you're separated, you dream about each other. You know when something's going wrong in their life because you're feeling them, even if you have no way of knowing that for sure. You're just like, I know something's wrong. And the same goes for them. They feel you just as much. Okay. And lastly, you singles out there, this right here would be a relationship that is coming into your life, and there is no doubt, like, your relationship, your connection from day one is something special, something different, something significant, nothing like you've ever had before. And there's no games here. You know, those of you where it's reconnecting or you're already committed, if anything, the struggles you face are incompatibilities or differences in desires and life path. Not so much let me hurt you, let me lie to you, let me deceive you, okay? It's a very respectful spiritual energy, I feel. And some of you who are coming back together, it's like you both have had like a relationship or two with other people during your absence from each other, and you needed that to help you grow, evolve, and expand a bit more before spirit brings you back together permanently. So out of all of the images, this is definitely the most spiritual image for me. Okay, I'm going to pull a card for the divine feminine energy and then a card for the divine masculine energy. I'm going to pull a major arcana. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. You decide which one is you based on the way I'm describing the personality. And then obviously the other side will be your person. Okay, so let's see what this divine feminine is coming through as. She is coming through as the sun. So this is a very beautiful, big, bright, uplifting, inspiring soul. This is somebody who's nurturing. Just being in their energy is infectious and uplifting, okay? Also coming through as the sun. This could be somebody who is a Leo or just has a, you know, super sparkling personality, popular, very outgoing, can have a conversation with anybody about anything. Also being the sun, this could be somebody who is more out in the spotlight. It could be that they like their profession. They could be in like the film industry, the music industry, like they could be like part of the production of that, or they could actually be somebody who is a singer, a writer, or they could be popular on social media. There's just, with the sun, they could be in the public eye somehow, some way. All right. Also with the sun, this is somebody who is very honest, very truthful, tells it like it is. Sometimes they're a little bit too blunt, and their truth burns. Like you feel like you could tell them, you could deliver your message a little gentler sometimes. Okay, it's just they're very honest, very straightforward. And they shine. There is a lot of shine around them, which can be a bit intimidating at times. I feel they're also very attractive, or their energy is very attractive. It's warm. It just, people are sucked into them like a magnet, and it's not even like they try. It's just who they are, their energy, where they vibe. People like to be around them. They're very uplifting, inspiring. Somebody who probably tends to be more positive, more optimistic rather than pessimistic. Not to say they can never get down, but they're definitely vibe in a higher energy most often. All right, let's pull a card for this divine masculine energy. And we are coming through as the Hierophant. So this could be a Taurus coming through with the Hierophant energy. This is also somebody who is very honest, coming through as the Hierophant. Very traditional. They could be very devoted to their religious or spiritual beliefs. They could be old-fashioned, like, you know, certain things are done certain ways, very old school, very responsible, very honest. Okay. And again, these are mature energies to me, where we're grown mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and we're very kind to each other. We're very honest with each other. So I like to see the sun paired with the Hierophant for this connection right here. All right. Let's pull some more cards to dig deeper. Also with the Hierophant, this could be somebody who owns their own company, or is in a high level of a manager type of position. They're very wise. They are very, very wise. A lot of people come to them, you know, for advice and things like that. They enjoy the finer things in life, but they're also very giving. Probably more introverted than this feminine energy. So we have healing, apologies, and forgiveness. And we have drama queen, oversensitive and dramatic. Okay, so this is, with the healing coming in, you know, that's partly speaking about the divine feminine's energy, just that natural, uplifting, inspiring, healing air about her aura that people pick up on. Also, that's speaking to how, you know, some of you are reconnecting, and it's like, it's time, like you both have really grown and matured. Okay, if we're already like in this committed connection, this 2020, you guys are healing and deciding to experience each other in a much different way. There's just a lot more love and respect and honor going on between the two of you, and it could be just everything you guys have been through. All right. Now with drama queen and oversensitive under the Hierophant, the masculine is coming through as somebody who is, you know, more of an introvert, could get sensitive, could get jealous, could get insecure, just because of how much the feminine shines. Like the energies are like night and day here. And so this side, it seems like, you know, they're triggered more, they're a bit more sensitive. It's not to say they're a wet blanket or anything like that, but this side is definitely more humorous and, you know, takes things much more lightly and just kind of can let things go. This person tends to hold a grudge or is stubborn about things, and it takes them a bit longer to work through their emotions. Okay, so let's pull another card. All right, well, look at that. Solo journeys end. I love it. Those of you already committed, you know, this is like taking it to the next level. So that could be you're moving in together. You guys are getting engaged. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're going to have a baby with each other. Maybe you're finally getting committed, like you've just been, you know, with each other, but no real solid commitment in place. So those that were already, you know, interacting and involved with this person as you roll into 2020, you guys are definitely taking things to the next level. And I don't know, it's like you guys went through something and that really shifted you both, and what that's why I'm seeing so much more love, respect, and honor between the two of you. Now, those of you who are single, where we're reconnecting, or you are meeting for the first time, but clearly you've known each other in many previous lifetimes, you are being committed. Like, you are not going to be single, okay? Like, you guys are going to be very real and honest with each other, very committed and loyal to this connection. Especially those of you who are reconnecting. I feel you've been with some other people and you guys are like, nope, you are where I belong. You are truly my other half. You keep me sane. You are my safe place in this world. Nobody knows me better than you. And I'm telling you, you guys have this crazy empathic connection because you are connected at the soul, all right? Let's pull some more cards. True self, self-healing journey, twin flame love, karmic flame love, temporary reconnection. Okie doke. So this coming out onto the table. So those of you who are committed or in this relationship as we roll into 2020, part of the trouble and issue that you guys could have had, the thing that could have happened, could have been a karmic disruption, where, you know, somebody's trying to come in between the two of you, or maybe there was some cheating. You know, there's some karmic energy that involves a third party for some of you. And I feel like you guys overcome that, and that's what is the major shift and change in your relationship and why you go to the next level, because there's this realization that there is no better fit for you than this person, okay? And any distraction or any ex or any of that karmic crap that, you know, may have really screwed you guys up in the past, it's done, it's over with. It's, you guys are being very real, true, and honest with each other. There's deep healing that is taking place within both of you, as well as this relationship, and it's twin flame love. Like, you guys are on the same page. Now, those of you reconnecting, I mean, that speaks volumes. You guys separated. There may have been like some karmic contracts that had to be resolved with others, and that has to take place. And so this is spirit letting you know, if like right now at this time, you know, your person is currently in a karmic relationship, it's only a temporary thing, okay? It's only temporary. Twin flame love is twin flame love. And when that's fully resolved, spirit brings you guys back together and you guys will heal. You got apologies and forgiveness, and then the healing journey right here. So you guys will heal and get back together. It's just this energy has to be resolved first. And without these experiences, you may not have this level of respect and honor for your relationship, for each other, without it, okay? Like, the things that hurt us the most, grow us the most, teach us the most, make us the most humble. And so some of you, you've definitely gone through that, experienced that, okay? Those of you where you're just meeting this person for the first time in, you know, this particular life, you both have dealt with a lot of crappy karmic type of situations, probably have been cheated on, lied to, all those things. And it may take you a minute to fully open up and warm up and trust each other, even though you have this instantaneous connection just because of what you both have been through in the past. Now, those of you who are reconnecting as well as meeting for the first time, even those committed, there could be some old flames trying to come back in between the two of you, but don't even stress or worry about it. It's a very temporary energy, and this love is strong, and you guys are meant to be in love and be going strong in 2020. And it's like nothing that tries to come against you or in between you can. It will falter. So I do like to see that. All right, well, we had some, okay, I guess they're just like jumping fish. Okay, so we have Three of Heart energy. Yes, you guys, nobody makes each other happier. Despite what you guys have been through, your challenges, you are such a beautiful fit. Under self-healing journey, we have the Nine of Hearts. Here's messages, here's conversation, here's communication. Under twin flame love, we have the action of karmic energy. This here is speaking about in the past, you know, regardless of connection, somebody was really afraid and refusing to make the necessary changes that they needed to. Yeah, because look at this. We have the Five of Ego energy under this karmic flame love, which is very manipulative. And then we have the masculine of ego energy coming in here at the end. So, those of you in existing commitments, if there's any sort of like old person trying to come back around, don't even worry about it. I promise you, they're only trying to come around because of ego, because they're jealous, not because they have any real love or connection to you or to your partner, just depending on which side it's happening. It's more about ego and jealousy. And, you know, so don't even worry about it. It's going to pass. It's going to fade. And for those of you who are reconnecting because of a karmic, like there was this disruption, you know, because like I said, I feel like you guys have dated or had relationships with other people. When you guys come back together, some of those relationships may try to come back in. But again, it's just ego and jealousy. They will not win. You guys are going to recognize your love and your connection, and that you guys, there's nobody better for either of you than each other, and you're going to make it real, like going to the next level. So don't worry about that if that's playing out for you. Like, it's just a very temporary energy, and it's all ego based, and they are not willing to fully like chase and put in the energy and effort. So like if this is coming in on your partner's side, your partner is so involved in you, so wrapped up in you and making the relationship work with you, that this person is not even worth their time to try to pursue, because they're not getting anything, you know. And same goes on your side. If there's some exes trying to, you know, come back into your reality, it's like you're so invested and so involved that it's like a waste of their time. Like they're not going to get anything from you. So that's why it's such a temporary energy. All right. So, twin flame and twin flame right there. You guys, this is a very special, significant relationship for you. You were drawn to this sixth reading for a reason. And I see you guys really taking things to the next level, reconnecting, and singles, like you're not going to be single any longer. This is such a special and significant relationship for you. And, you know, you're new to each other this lifetime. Any exes hanging around, again, don't worry about it. They'll fade away, because you guys are going to just have such a strong bond right from the start and be able to feel each other's thoughts, dreaming about each other. That it's just, you can't turn away from that. Like, this is such a beautiful, meant to be love. So congratulations to you. Anyways, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.